be holding this one back. Second shot dart as well. That's going to be potentially cancelling out. That is a ton of chip damage. I mean, players are low as anything. Cages to play around, potentially anchored towards the back of the sides, and shots going wild. Texas just rolling retreat all the way back, claiming multiple lives while he's at it, and leaves it just down to Keznit and popping towards the back. Aspas gearing up. Cerebral player in terms of the way he wants to take these fights, and he's doubled up alongside Mazino. It's an easy one for him. Popping now left into an impossible spot. Just with that Sheriff looking to see if he can get his way back out, but just
send it.
Back to mentality. Mazino not anticipating that Inspire was going to be up on that line.
I think usually that kind of push would work for Mazino, but this round, Envy playing it a little more spread.
Dangerous work that. That's 140 still. The shield wasn't intact. Keznit would have been a goner. Gives him access towards it. Deep push and punished! Yeah, going toe-to-toe against the final boss. What you come to expect here. Verno as well. Quick cleanup over towards mid. Inspire no longer a threat over towards it now. Eggster's turn to try and take a fight with a flash, but anti-position played. Big dart in as well. These players are finding it difficult to get through because it's all on
sight.
Util being used. Dash proactive here from Aspas. Going to be that dart towards his back. Clone forwards as well to absorb up most of that trip and chewing them up still into the cages. It's blind firing from MIBR, and they're going to see if they can wiggle their way out of this ones. Cloudburst on Cloudburst! No way! No. Aspas to playground on the site for a play. It's going to be all in. Hunter's Fury is going off on the other side of things here. Verno's just trying to put a stop to it. This is all...
There goes the ISO ult. Nobody found.
Yeah.
It cleared heaven, but nobody scales off it either. That's a bit of a miss there from Envy. They didn't use the Sova utility to like confirm that there was a player for Keznit to grab. He just sent it.
Maybe I'm going to be grouping up. Still looking to see if they can get the troops in line in order.
And Poppin's ult should be good for the post plan.
That's what I'm saying. There's time pressure here that Envy could play for, just the threat of that Sova ult. You've got to get a bit of a move on if you're MIBR moving forwards now, but he's going to use it proactively as that retake starts to come online. Yeah, Poppin's just going to be sending it. Good damage. Clears the way, and this is a backstab approaching. Inspire, sneaky business, all the way behind them. Just spotted out at the final few moments, tapping away, and there it is, anticipating that re-peek. Aspas going to be looking to get away with this operator in his hands, but he's being chased. Inspire wanting to take the duel versus him.
Able to hold the ground.
Yeah, just offside, probably because of the dimensional drift.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught out into the open. Pit's going to be dropped and layered on top of this one. A bit of spam into the smoke goes either way, these drones, but this is fast and loose now. MVR grouped up.
They haven't got plant down.
No, not yet. There's pressure mounting all over the place here. That's spike drop down. Verno's just weaving in and out, using the cover of their own pit just to be a menace here. Play the rest of the team in. Tex lights them up. 2 kills for him. And all that pressure. Envy still no plant down. 2 players, Rossy and Inspire, wondering, what can they do in a spot like this? There is that flank pressure.
Aspas has been watching it. Aspas has been watching it for the last 15 seconds.
Whole time, but he's just turning away. And that is timing. There's 2 players at the backs here. This is a massive play. Ready and waiting. Rossy activates, but Aspas right there to return that fire.
Can Inspire make use of this opportunity?
Nice popped off. This is going to be fast now, just attempting to punish Aspas.
Yeah, continuing to apply that pressure.
Way out into the open, yep.
Really good awareness from Aspas, clearing all of those angles. But yeah, Inspire's been activating a little earlier than the people on the other side. Is this a fake? Are they going to end up going back over towards B? It does feel spread and slow for Envy, but I'm not sure they're accomplishing too much with this early round pressure.
That's floundering, really.
Yeah, he's not looking to take that one, I don't think.
Holding it down. Calm, Nerve just spots it. Glimpse of a body, and the shoulder's all he needs. Aspas gearing up for that one. Another fight to be taken up, drafting away. What is that movement?
It's so
God
good.
Damn. Just out of there. Able to be caught, and well, it's a bullet to the chest there. Texas happy to clean up the rest of it, though. So an instantaneous trade, and the ult barely not able to get out there. Rossy happy to take that fight again as an individual. 2v3. Ooh. Good shots. Lighting them up. Best chance in a long while for Envy. Deciding how they want to take the rest of this.
I'm a little worried about getting into that smoke.
Up the ropes. What is occurring here? Down to the 1v1. Rossy versus Zekken.
Smoke v smoke.
Repositioning. Stars available for Zekken to work with. Ult on top of it as well if he really wanted to make the play happen, but just the star consumed. Drops down, forcing the issue. Jumping around. You would have heard that Rossy has jumped down here, but yeah. No one panicking. I think just the drone tags. The ISO might follow up, but Mazino. So no command popped off here. That means no utility, no ultimates can be used to try and bail them all the way out. Damage done. Drop down though to the floor. Mazino is going to be given up for the cause. Aspas going to be playing his life, trying to regroup with the rest of his team.
Oh, Keznit got a knock, but he didn't get the ult orb because Mazino's still technically alive.
Right. As Mazino falls, so that's it. That's an ult online, which he can now use immediately at that. So that's Heaven cleared. Poppin taking the space off of it. 1v1 to be taken. Keznit can't win it out. It's Zekken and Verno winning their individual ones towards it, and it leaves it in the hands of Rossy. But too much to deal with. Run this one down. But
how is he not punished there, Aspas, again?
Yeah. Clone's going to be broken. Right. Nade stores them out.
Ult up collected though.
Yeah, and here it is. Popped off. Dimensional drift forwards. Clearing the way for the rest of his team to follow up and through. MV look to take this one. Thoroughly spotting out 2 players out towards it as the drift fades away. Oh my god, Mazino! Just on it, man. The rest of the players also falling shortly afterwards. Rossy towards Heaven has got to get something done, but again, these fights are just awkward. In terms of the manner that they're taking them, Mazino is the one to steal the show and around like this. Inspire.
Final boss.
It's going to be suppression across the board here with a shock dart. It's a fight taken. MV fight at time for but a moment. A few seconds off, but now maybe potentially overextending when Verno is left to punish. It's damage done. You got 2 for the troubles. Poppin trying to go for that orb as well, but he's going to be sandwich squeezed now. Tex approaching alongside Zekken. Cautiously at that, looking for the clearance, but yeah, shot from behind. It's Rossy willing to help out.
They don't know where Poppin is.
No.
So Zekken still has to clear all of these angles, and a high-low looks nice.
It really does. Yeah, they're going to be ready. Not too sure.
Oh, it's just expired.
Just expired as they go for the hit. Perfect timing at it. Tries to dominate again that choke point angle. Fight taken. Rossy. Significant damage. Kills found. Is laving it into a 3v3. Deep push by Aspas. A bit unorthodox from a player like him. He's alone going at it, but he does have that dash to see if he can get out. But still eager to lay claim to their lives. And Spire's got to do it now with a stinger. Could potentially acquire that upgrade with the Bulldog, but very difficult situation. Smoke's in your face. You know the backside's compromised and time ticking away from you. Every pitch comes up. There's an ult as well to try and play for this one. Dart towards the back, and Keznit's just going to try and stay alive. Tags potentially there. Shield up. Keznit just trying to square up. Will find it. Can't get the second, but Inspire! More than ready. Plays it off perfectly, and Eggsterr Bucky. Eggsterr Bucky! Verno shuts it down still. Spam onto the angles. MV know what's up. Inspire is on one in a round like this. Spike was dropped down. Pop in. Actually trying to find his place as well onto the map. This is Zekken surrounded.
30 seconds left.
1v3. The owner's going to be on Poppin. Just wants to play his life in a position like this here. There's going to be a drone. Tags up into the smoke. We'll have to respect that. He's on 45 HP. Allies arriving onto it. Keznit has an ult that he could offload here. Suppression. Vulnerable up onto multiple targets. Again, that plant does still need to go down. The time pressure mounting upon MIBR. Gonna need to see if they can really deliver something here, but Keznit just overloads it again. Another ultimate denying that plant. No one's got onto this one. MV start to flood their way in. They've already won the road. They got the plant down in the middle of all of that somehow. Towards the back, Mazino! Mazino! No way. 4 kills, 1 more for the ace. Inspire gradually moving towards him. Inspire though creates the opportunity and now brings it into that 1v1. Snatch it back. Should have been an impossibility. Guessing as to where Zekken could be. To pull by Zekken a bit of time.
Around Poppin's utility. The Sova meta game, trying to find those timings past the defensive drones has been great.
There's no command. It's going to be Mazino who leads the charge there. He's going to be dropped down to his knees. Potential for the resurrect as well. Updraft and a dash. Aspas is getting involved and getting in there still. Good movement, yeah. Rossy making it nice and awkward and Poppin holding down the choke point. 2 players removed. Cage and a cam doubled up to take a main, but everybody waiting to leap into the fray. You can see him straight in. No one's home. No one anchoring. Shield up and popped. Bit of spam onto the corner. Dart. Dangerous. Tricky spotted situation, especially with that one. The suppression and the vulnerable is a flood retake attempt already going in. Spike's not even down in a spot like this, but bide your time. Roll it back a little bit. MIBR just absorb that aggression.
It's a lot of patience from MIBR not going for a plant in that situation.
They are hyper-disciplined.
And now, look at what that's done to the defenders. They have no idea what's going on right now. They are lost. They're looking to re-clear over towards mid as the re-hit comes through.
Yeah, MIBR have just been doing a fantastic job of controlling the pace. Not getting sucked into the Envy high-tempo playstyle.
But Mazino's still got to get this spike in the ground, and now Envy know where it's ending.
Yeah, bullets raining down on your heads. Danger lurking every corner.
They go for the tap and the
Through
push.
heaven, there's a flank occurring too. It's a tap and a push, like you said. All the way towards backside, planting, ensuring that it could be cleared. Getting themselves an extension into the round here. Now a fight to be taken forward. They hear all this noise. Keznit potentially just looking to see if he can lock this one up. Mazino's found Rossy. Onto the flank, that was one possibility. This is all in, a bit of a gamble at that. Crouched up, Mazino's ready. Traders there in sight, and even though it's popped off, Vulnerable still through. MIBR sidestepping, dancing around our Hunter's Fury, and just like that, popping, left reeling, wondering how the hell do I win this? Position's already accounted for. Knife. By walking up slowly. Knife against the back, but now you see it double dash forwards as well. Good clearance towards a level of it. Eggsterr announces himself, taking down the final boss. Flash and a refight called for. Envy are just eager to get stuck into the mud with this one. It could get muddy at that. The blind on his side is picture perfect again. That sees connects. Tex gets 3. The double swing towards the end. There's a tempering, controlling of the pace that we were talking about. MIBR do it again, but they leave it into a 1v2 for Inspire. Double walking, he's holding the angle, anticipating into his core.
I like tucking in this corner.
The 1v1, take it, good crosshair placement. He's over, swinging again. Swinging deep. Smoke up, Poppins here, forwards, aspas. Win that fight out now.
It's a serious risk.
Forwards to dart over towards the top. Rossy is an off angle of his own, but the reveal, so position spoiled. Anchor smoke placed, wants to try and split up a bit of this side in this map is going to be TPing backwards and away, over fighting. MIBR looking for this one. Verno front tip tapping, dancing around them. Saturate, he does not care. Next up, forwards.
And engage into Poppins' position.
Through mid. Tex is just open towards that. Keznit taking a peek anyway. He knows that there's a second player. Tex now going to be squeezed. Oh my goodness. Keznit. It's relentless. Just wants to keep going for a little bit more. Aspas, though, is a player that you do not want to take lightly. Potentially, no, he's seen them. Saturate though, there's a connection into the judge, and he's just off center with it. Equalize into a 2v2, but again, look at that discipline. MIBR not willing to just run into the site, waiting for the cooldowns. Knife clears one section, nade into the back. Making sure to slow it down at every moment. Does give an opportunity to Envy though to regroup up.
Well, the Knife's already cleared these positions, but Aspas is worried someone might be tucked in a corner. Where's your read? Where do you think these defenders actually are?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because they've already taken the timing wrapping around. Rossy doesn't want to reload this one. He's low enough as it is. Players, though, spotting him out. MIBR well trained onto the angles, finding the right timings for it. Inspire's revealed his positioning. And now he's got a tough challenge ahead. 1v2. Mazino. It's a fight taken. Aspas doesn't swing off the back of this one. A tap again. Aspas. Hunter's Fury. This is going to be used to see if they can lead the charge into it. No command on top. A lot of ultimates, but no one's really stepping past this orb. Remains up. Will be falling now just because of that suppression emanating out. Poppin willing to help him out. Doubled up. Potential for the lineup, but Aspas! The res online. Pulls it back. He's out into the open. Needs a follow-up, and the flank is caught. It's explosive when necessary. Eggsterr in a 1v3 now. MIBR still holding it, watching for the repeat, wondering where he could be. Play still not crossed up. Aid at your feet. Some layers to this one. Snakebite pulled out, a bit of spam into the corner.
It's a distraction to get the Omen really deep as well.
Yeah, zekken sowing a bit of discord behind enemy lines here. Silent with the drop down, pop in, looking to see if he can re-clear this one. Has the Prowler, but he's misaligned it. Yeah, wasn't expecting that zekken could already be that deep. TP around. Fakes on fakes. They've hammered a bit of a wedge up towards this middle section of the map. He puts the pressure now onto Eggsterr. Has to use that dimensional drift to get out, but Inspire is still locked forwards into his angle. Pings out, though, where the players are. Potential for the fight to be taken again, but still not favored. MIBR happy to whittle away the opposition. Cautiously at that, and now with the pit in play. Does give an opportunity for the Envy players to get in. Drop down from both of them. Keznit's forwards again. Now you're going to see it in hand with a shorty. Was hoping for an easy kill, but everybody in position. Rossy, though, reposition is perfect. TP up towards the top. their own turn to see if they can get a bit of chaos going, but Verno locking it down. And the pit's still in play means that the decay is going to be kicking in. Damage done, he's found a pocket to potentially renew himself, hide from the drone. There's still chances for
down fully.
Yeah, never a good chance to really get involved. MIBR, one of the faster rounds that we've seen from them now. Big group up, MV. This is their wheelhouse. They like to play like this. Sees and a flash is primed. Eggster's ready for it alongside a haunt. Whole lot of pressure, whole lot of presence. MV trying to go for this one here. Eggsterr does manage it, at least with it, but the shots are whiffy, whiffy. There needs to be some backup and follow-up through. MIBR find their way through. In the end, there's a smoke to cut it up, and still with the rifles, they all just topple, cutting them down. Even when it feels like there's a chance, potential for MV to get something going, MIBR always tags. This is a bait and switch. They think it's just going to be Tex hiding into the corner. They want to take a chance to jump onto all of this one. But again, yeah, like I said, bait and switch. You don't expect it to be 3 players around the corner. Rossy trying to desperately apply that pressure, put down the smoke to see if he can delay and stall. There's going to be a drone at his back. Tag potential, convergent pass, locking it down, slowing them to a crawl. MV and Eggsterr forced to respect it. Has to get the hell out of there. Rossy looking to see if he can contain a chance to take a fight. Dink through the wall, stepping up. And they're just taking turns with these fights. There's a lot of damage done. No clear kill, but there still could be a light at the end of the tunnel. Vulnerable into the corner. They've got coverage everywhere.
The team play is just so beautiful. Eggster's left in a 1v3.
It's unreal. Eggsterr making a go of it. Again, that damage done. Zekken finished off, snappy towards his head. Eggsterr now brings it into that 1v2, but Verno going to be trying to play his life. A lot of bullets raining down, a lot of shock darts at his feet. 55 dart, bled out, they know he's not on it. Making him stew, making him question exactly.
Zekken's giggling to himself with the rest of his team.
Yeah, he's with the rest of them. Flash re-clear. Spire's got himself a kill in the form of Tex dropping. Hold on, this is the best chance in a long, long while. Convergent pass. Hinders and slows. Dimensional Drift as well to clear one avenue of it. A lot of ultimates to use. MV putting them to work for the final round of this half. Verno, 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 Verno! No, not like this! Can't be doing it to him!
This has to be the round for Envy. They were in a 4v1. There's no chance MIBR are also taking this one down.
Just how dangerous MIBR are.
30 seconds left.
Even in rounds like that, spots where it's a 1v4, they always play like they know they're going to win.
It's 20 seconds. Surely Verno can't get to B at this point, can he? He would have to clear so many corners just by running through. He's
going to have to full sprint, I think. He does have the dart to at least give him
what a read, though.
Some
what
level
a read,
of clearance,
man.
yeah.
I mean, Rossy could be in any of these kind of spots, but he hasn't. Verno's threaded the needle perfectly.
There's a dart. Knows that one section of the site is cleared just in time. You're right. Insane read. Not just the aim, it's the game sense.
It's not the greatest plant in the world, but he's also going to hear these footsteps potentially.
He's forward. Taking up a position into Link. Comes down to this 1v1, a 1v4. Verno. Verno! An A split. Now going to be meeting potentially that match still in the form Zekken. That's a paranoia ripped off. Frenzy running, gunning. Verno is going to be ISO'd into this spot. Eggsterr, okay, just essentially solo pushing, but with the reveal inside that smoke. Zekken trying to reposition, but he's missed the timing! Rossy is doing a number on him. Cleaned up by Mazino, but the damage done to him. 10 HP. Not a lot to play with. Sharpshooting is going to have to be ordered up. And not enough health to play with in a spot like that. Envy needed a round like this. 2v1 Tex. Can't be doing it to him again. Can't be dashing away their hopes. Corner angle, Inspire. Just trying to play. See how this one plays. Yeah, an attempt to potentially float in, but look at that, just peeling all the way back. Tex doesn't want to overplay. Gives him side control.
MIBR playing fully off for the retake here. They're doing that quite a lot on Abyss as well.
Tex's job is just to hold down elbow control. He's going to be tested again. Short in form in terms of that util. It's just a dry peek and dry swing. Eggsterr wants to have a go of things underhand with that flash again. Rifles, though, working out. 1 for 1. Paranoia, next level of it, nearsighted. Rossy chooses to commit. Rossy did get the one. Tex, though, dominating. 4 kills, 8 bullets. Clearance into the corner. Keznit denies. Keznit comes alive. Forwards again. Good chance for him. 1v1. Refract active. Operator in his hands. Crouched up. That's a bullet to the chest. Keznit is gone. Back to safety as well for Aspas. Has it. A lot of coverage in terms of his players that are ready to help him out. Eggsterr wants to send it forwards anyway. Dimensional drift. Again, piece together the direction of where this is going. Light speed up towards heaven. Rejoining the rest of them. Mazino just trailing. He's caught into this corner though. Wants to take the fight, and Eggsterr plays right into his hands.
Aspas is going to have to be fairly slow on this retake. He's got an operator. His job just slowly clearing angles, creating these safe spaces for his team. But it's going to be on people like Tex and zekken to actually get the retake going.
High priority from MV. They just want to make sure that they have that link control. Paranoia sweeps, drop down from Tex. He's into the corner. Verno looking for that 1v1. Got to know that, yeah, Eggster's just there. Betrayed by the barrel that was poking out to the corner. This retake still has some legs towards it. Time is ticking. Inspire, left alone, shot missed, going wide, needs to kill the planter, needs it now! And it all goes wrong here for MIBR. They want to make a go of things over towards B, but that is where the pit is placed down. They do have keznit's ult. It looks like that might be the goal. Yeah, here it is, convergent paths, snake bite. Rossy's going to be TPing all the way deep into behind enemy lines, into the spawn, sowing a bit of chaos, trying to take these fights. There are smokes on smokes. Verno really isolated with movement like that. How is he living? Just beams Rossy down. Can only do so much though from a spot like that. He buys time, crucial seconds. MIBR getting themselves back into position. It's a 3v3.
The weapon dropped in heaven might be available for zekken to pick up, especially if these envy players are cowering inside a pit.
Yeah. Deep pit. It's really difficult to see through, but again, it does give possibilities for MIBR to just walk out onto site here.
Zekken's not playing for the better weapon.
Paranoia, it's a connection, at least onto the one. Aspas onto the flank, just offset with the movement. Keznit wins that out. Critical 1v1, and now can just dominate. Unnoticed, Aspas push back up. Doesn't have that refract popped off, but a light speed gets out of there, just off that initial pick. Zekken also with the reposition. Shots are fired off. Zekken holding it down towards elbow. Absorbs most of that aggression. TP is going to be heard there. Hunter's Fury into the corner. Good tags, good connections. Rossy is left to his devices, left to do it all. Seal up this series. It's been tough for them to string together a couple of the rounds on this half. Eggsterr is going to make it that much more difficult now. Dimensional drift. Counting for a couple of the players' positions here in that dash forwards. Reclaiming a bit of space. Verno steps forwards. Fight that he wins out with Inspire going down. Hold on, that's a Bucky. Drone broken. It's not the best buy in the world again for Envy, just for them to survive and stay in this match. No command now. Emanates out. Waves forwards. Util ripped away. Tex is going walkabout off onto the flank. Eggsterr trying to watch for this one, but again, the aim and just all that alongside it. Tex is a little bit too composed in this moment. But MIBR trying to close up that net. Kills for Envy though. Start coming alive and really activating. Picking up the extra weaponry. Get a bit more control into a round like this. Aspas with a quick reposition, being assailed from multiple directions. Needs some bailout from zekken, but zekken is no more. Aspas, he can round with that.
Ends in a B here.
That's held. As soon as there's signs of life, Util's going to be sent flying forwards, and that reveal, moving forwards. Inspire, he's leading the charge. Forwards is the call. Popping in him, and in south, this is over. Potentially in the blink of an eye. Zekken, upgrade acquired. He's going to really
And here it is, that TP into spawn.
Yeah. Play was called for here, and this is going to be again pulling these MIBR players out and around, but with Rossy cleaned up so early. MV going to be trying to rush into this one, but it might be to their own demise. Tex playing around it, adjust the aim, sharp, locks on to the cranium, and now he's looking for a little bit more with support for the rest of the team. It crumbles at the finish line. Keznit left to do it for them. One man and a 1v3. Dragging it to an extension. They're the most tantalizing. They rush into it and leave Keznit in this spot, a 1v3. Repositions to main, but there's a smoker alive. That's it. Zekken locks off that lane. Keznit forced to now take a peek through. Verno might have just spotted that one. Unsure of the angles. Refract's going to be fading. Needs to be sublime. Needs to be unreal. Near sight in. Everything being cut away from him. Many senses, but he has to rely onto the aim. Saturate is good. And Aspas a little bit better. MIBR